Okay, so I change this to white using this selector. If anything you don't understand, let me know. Everything you see is for a reason. Come attention for what anything I will explain it. I will go on the same page. Um, mhm. Okay, let's proceed. If still nobody on the waiting room, let me know. Just I forget to check. You will see me on the host. So color white and then that works. We'll do the same thing for all the. But let's not forget that what we color palette. So what will be our color palette, no matter what? So, we're in a color palette. So let's see what we can achieve by doing that. Instead of just saying white, I could just try to use this. But let me just check out Asana's homepage. They're using white, and then I think I should audit it. Copy story. They're using white, and then using the colors on the white. But I'm not really getting this. So just FYI, I hope you know the white is not really a color, but because you can go with anything. Okay, let's try it this way. Makes more sense like that. See, you won't see that because it's not. I'm just creating nothing. So let me introduce this some new stuff. Box shadow example. I just explain this in details. That's why I'm going to box shadow. What's it called? W3 school. Box shadow is one concept that. Mm, anyway, when I apply it, you see it. So it's a box is a shadow. All right. It creates a shadow at the edges of the elements. Each of them means each direction, but I'll explain better as we go. It's not part of my curriculum, but after I told you I will be teaching other things on the curriculum as we go alongside. Um, let me see, go deeper. This is not comprehensive enough. You can add a color to the shadows. All right. You can add a color to the shadows the way you like. I need to explain the parameters for you. Let me charge a bit to explain it. It makes more sense from that direction. Okay, recently I applied it in a job. Let me just take this from that. I think I applied in a job. Did I leave it in that job? I'll find out. Let me steal it from a project and explain from there. file, open folder, uh, assets, okay. Let me just open this folder, everything I did is there. CSS, let me see if I have shadow here. Okay. None. Okay, I'll use this note on the screen now. Better that way, but faster. Run that Chrome. Okay. This color is in here, forget it. I'm going to replace it with brown colors. All right. Uh, I'm going to alter it to see. So you see the outcome. What's the brown? What are the brown colors again? This. Let me start with this. ROGB is on a format for being color instead of using hex. If you've been reading ahead or externally, you'd have seen it by now. I'll come back to this later, not in this part of my lesson. Take note of a color, four values, comma, color, four values, comma. I will explain them in details. Another color, the color code, four values, then comma, uh, view, order. Let me apply this one more color. I'm doing color festival. It's intentional, just to teach. Okay, if I refresh this, we have something. So now why are we having only one color showing here? It's because of the values of the color. So let me change this value to 10 pixels first and shows it in. You can see green here now. Um, 5 pixels. Let's see that green here now. 3 pixels or 30 pixels. The one you should start understanding it. And then let me say 15 pixels. Okay now. All right. Okay, let me explain this first. Illustrate box shadow with explanation. Okay. So when you see box shadow, let me not bore you with this. Let me just keep this one out of the line. This one's control slash. Let's focus on this one now. Now, what we call offset X, offset Y, blur, and spread, then color. Okay. Let's take the basic syntax. We'll come out to the other one later. This is basic syntax of box shadow. We'll come out to the complex syntax later. So in the basic syntax of box shadow, there are 4 values, then a color. This can tell you what we're looking for. It's rare to give multiple colors in box shadow. It's rare. But yeah, I had multiple colors in that project for a reason. Now, the first value, if you look at what I'm explaining, which is why I wanted to explain for ChatGPT, because if you give it the right word. Offset X, when you hear X, what comes to your mind? Horizontal axis. Now, to appreciate what we have here, to appreciate X, let's make the rest 0. Make the rest 0. So if I go back and refresh this, look at this. So this is horizontal offsets from left to right. That's horizontal. Right to left, left to right. So offset X 10 pixels. What this means that we are offsetting this. We are moving 10 pixels towards the right direction. All right. This color you're seeing here, you can see my cursor, is this color. Confirm you can see this color from where you are, please.
Yeah.
Fine. So if I put minus 10 instead of 10, it will bring it back to the left hand side.
Okay.
All right. Minus is negative left, plus is right. If I put 0 here, it won't show anywhere because it's somewhere in the middle. A balance. So if I put 1, if I put 2 here, I'm expecting it to be on the right hand side. But not as big as before. So if I say 10 pixels, I hope you know what pixels is by now. It's getting thicker. If I say just 2 pixels, it's there, but it is tinier. Can see it, right? Now that's offset. Now, so that's the first value. The second value is the offset Y, up and down. Now let's take offset Y. Let's take 10 pixels here. 10 is up, and plus is up, is down rather. Y negative is up. So if I'm saying plus, is going down. Now if I say negative, it goes that way. All right. Just keep a notice of that. If I say 5, get it. Now this is used to create shadow. All right. You know that shadow has a tendency of moving towards one direction depending on the position of light. That's the concept. Now this one now you have to call blur radius. We have blur and we have spread radius. Let's look at this again. Spread blur first, then spread through. Now let me explain blur for you. I will do the okay. If you know photography, you understand blur, you understand. Let me see. Look at this. Blur means should I say spread it? But there's another way to mention it. It's not really spreading, it's making it softer. Yeah, go softer. Are you understanding me? Did you not see any difference
Okay.
here? I'll go again. Let me increase the blur. 40 pixels. Did you see that? Hello.
Yes, we did.
So it's making it softer. It's making it softer. It is to understand blur. You remember when you now this is it ink? Yes, ink. When you put ink, when you use ink to stain the table, to stain your notebook in those days in primary school, the ink for a pen, maybe your pen stop writing, and it's here to repair pen like we used to do those times. I'm not really that. Your pen stop writing. Instead of saying, I'm going to buy new pen because I know money. You have to repair the pen. So you pulled out the ink bottle and started flinging it. So all the ink will accumulate at one spot, only to get your hand stained with ink and possibly your book stained with ink. Now, that stain is usually thick. To lighten it, you start using hand. to sometimes we go as long as pouring some liquid on it, it's like kerosene. The moment you do that, you start blurring. So that's what's happening here now. Okay. Um Now spread is so let me take this thing back to 10 so I can understand spread better. Let's take a spread of 10. Uh this one, I'll try to explain it. Let me make the block 0. So I will understand spread. Okay. And let me make this. Let me make this 0. Okay. So remember that we started from here. Now I say spread and I say 2 pixels. What I'm telling it is spread in all direction. Spread is crazy to understand, but it's something that's now the more you give this, the spread means affect other region, other direction, other than this direction. So only this alone, no value on this. But with spread, it start overshooting other direction. So the more spread I increase, the more we do this. All right, but a typical ball shadow will look like this. A blur value of 5 pixels sometimes and that 1 pixel here. All right. What does this do? It creates a sense of shadow, a shootout from the background. And most time we don't use green for ball shadow, we use black. It makes more sense with black, even if the black gas is big. So I'm going to reduce the thickness here and the thickness here by increasing the spread. No, the blur first. All right. When you increase the blur, you understand the concept of the shadow. Are you here with me?
Yes, bro.
Have you seen the shadow created now? So it creates a shadow around it and makes the item stand out from the background. That's the idea of shadow. Now I'll show you more things. This alone can carry for now. Leave you can go and read about the multiple value later. Because I rarely use multiple values on shadow. This is basics you need. Border radius, have I explained this before? Let me explain. This talks about the edges, rounded or sharp. So look at these edges. They are sharp. Normally, if I am doing border radius, I'm tempted to do, sorry, if I'm doing box shadow, I'm tempted to do border radius. Border radius of 10 pixels. This was, sorry, I didn't do, it's radius, I thought I wrote it. All right, it gives the edges are not rounded, if you noticed. Who noticed it, please?
Yes.
All right, so that's border radius. One more thing, this one, we know this one already. Padding, 5 pixels. Okay now, not a bad one. So it's padded now, but where am I going to next? Follow me. What you just learned now is not the main lesson, it's the side lesson. All right. Follow me. Let's go the next direction. Um, I am tempted to teach flexbox and floats before positioning, and here's why. And I'll explain that. Let's teach it ASAP. Display flex. Now, the moment I say display flex, and matter of fact, that's the wrong place to do flex. It's not the right place. Let's do nav elements, display flex. Makes more sense. You understand what just happened there? To understand what just happened there, let me give a background let me give a background color to these elements, then another background color to this element, another one to this element. Then you understand what happened here. To do that, I'm gonna, of course, I already have this. Dot nav branch background color red. What next one? UL dot nav items. Of course, I use this concept a lot to debug when I'm teaching, when I'm doing work. Please, if you help me out the writing code, focus on background color, indigo, and then nav action. Let me release up. Get why. Nothing about the working, just the arrangement. The nav action, background color, green. It's just for illustrative purpose. Now, before the flex boss, before I did display flex, how was it looking? See how it was looking. Stacked up to bottom, top to bottom. Naturally, these are HTML page. Oh, recording, sure. Yeah. Naturally, these are HTML page. Arrange this element from top to bottom. You're writing your code from left to right. Your browser is arranging it from top to bottom. That's how HTML behaves. But with display flex, you change that orientation. Display flex arranges it by default from left to right. This is how flexbox works. Can someone hear me? I need feedback so that I know you're me. If you're getting lost, then you're getting lost, I'll explain.
I understand.
Okay, so left to right, Linus and Priscilla, help you here. If anybody see
Yeah, right.
Kachi's message on the group, let me know. All right, so okay, now I see why good news meeting was asking him to enter email and password. Good news was not part of the meeting. He's using another email to join the meeting. Okay, so sorry about the class. That was just a side talk. Um, Flex makes it arrange from left to right by default. All right, so we now have up from left to right now, but they are jam packed in one direction. Now, what I learn now is flexbox. Take notes. Um, because of that, I'm going to rename. Never mind. Yeah, I'm going to rename this lesson from positioning. Forgive me, to layout. All right. So I think I should also do that in my course outline because this had to come before this. I told you I modify outline as I teach. As soon as the system modify it. No, the other class I'll bring this up, bring this down. So back to the lesson again. Close this and close this. So it's jam packed in one direction. We need to make it appear normally. I'm leaving the color for teaching sake. We'll do this too. If you're working and you're confused about something, I use color to differentiate to demarcate things. After I'm done, I remove the colors. So now what we call justify content. All right. By default, the value starts. What just happened there? Oh. I renamed something in the verse. Look at this guy. Close. Sublime texture. Yeah, this is very powerful. I must confess. We're back. Just have to go and click it again since you renamed it. The file reference has changed. So Blantyre do not update their file reference, the file address once it's renamed. It's bad. Um, thank God no video call. They've changed. They've taken my lights. That's how for the explain tire. Okay, so where was I? Flexbox, right? Display flex, and I was explaining justify content, and I said that by default the value starts. Now there are several values you can have on this. Sorry guys, I have to also change this. My browser is also looking for the file.
You save it.
I've said it just that I renamed the folder, so everything, every app using the file is looking for it now. But I brought it back. So the value start by default. That's why even when I added start, it didn't see any difference. It didn't see any difference here. But now let me say end. End means start from the extreme right. Because I want to make sure everybody's in class and learning. Princess and Linus, confirm you're here with me. Camille, I'm hearing only good news voice. Okay, because this is important. These are crucial topics that can change your CSS game forever. All right, so easy end means go to the extreme, right? Start means extreme left. All right. Let me try something like right. There's some property that when you do them, so right and end do the same thing. Left and right, start and left do the same thing. You can see. I just experimented and saw that. So but the standard thing is start and end anyway. Now let's use center. Can you see that? I can see it. But what if you know what I want? Let's use space between. So you're gonna distribute them across and give equal space on each of them. Then let's see space around. So it should be equally, but then it will create space around them also at the edges. And then let's see evenly. Space evenly. I'm gonna get it. Mhm. Give me a moment. Not to have ChatGPT here. CSS. Justify content evenly. Because space evenly now. So why is it baby I said what I'm saying? So why is it pretending? Ah, it's correct, Jerry. But some languages didn't add this to the library. That the color did not change. This one is like space around, but the spaces are even. But what I really want is space between. All right? And I'll tell you why. As we write the code, we see better. Any questions so far? Any questions so far?
Not for me.
Okay, I proceed. We have 8 minutes left. I spent time teaching something else, but it's interesting. So let me remove the colors we used.
Green.
Now we have something to work with. Um, we have done justify content center. What it does that it did the horizontal centralization. Now, how about vertical centralization or alignment? We use align item. Let me use center. Not the best time. David, I will let me undo this first. Let me undo this. Now, normally this element is not supposed to be stacked up to down, it's supposed to be left to right. So I'm going to do target nav items if I have not done that already. Nav items, right? Um, Now that's a list item by default. Lists are horizontally stacked. Let me see, but I doubt is the job, not the job. So I'm going to target all the list inside nav item and say display inline. I'll explain what that means. Have I explained block element and inline name before? Let me assume I've not. Block element are elements that by default occupy the full width of the parent. Because occupy the full width of the parent, they cannot stay in the same line with another element. An example div, an example li. Li is a block element. Once you do li, it occupies the full width. This li like this, you see like this. That's why they were appearing up to down. But the moment I use CSS to change, no, please stop displaying block, display inline. They now start staying on the same line. They only occupy the space that they really occupy. They now behave like a compressed air. Compressed air occupy the space based on this volume. But you see, if you don't compress the air can spread, not just a gas, can spread into the entire room. So that's how block elements are. They spread the entire width of their parent. But when you force them to be inline, they only occupy the actual space based on the volume or the content. I don't know if I'm confusing now or I'm making sense. Okay, so we've done you use display line to make so don't forget the element that does the response to it is li. All right. So this is actually how our element is supposed to be. But that's something I'm not comfortable with. I want to solve that problem right now. It is supposed to be align. Oh, align item. That's why align items center. So I just did the vertical centralization using align items. Now, justify content does the horizontal alignment, while align item does the vertical alignment. Any question about that? What I learned now is flexbox. Don't forget. The funny thing about this is that flexbox was not around until sometime in 2018 or 2017. Let me verify what I'm saying. Nine. Really, that means we didn't start using it earlier because when I learned this thing, flexbox were not really a thing. We're seeing that as a new concept, and then later we not started adopting it fully. Okay, so you see that battle class, please. Battle class. What is padding? In pixels. We already have padding here, Sha. But I'll move it to this place. Okay, I didn't want to touch the padding. Okay, so I didn't want to touch. If I let me remove this one and leave only this one, but it's affecting up and down. So the more I increase it, the more it affects up and down. Don't forget padding. So let me explain. Padding is already. I've explained that. Yeah, the space with internal space. All right. Now padding is affecting all around. I want it to only affect. I want to vary it. So on the horizontal, on the vertical, let it be 5 pixels, please. But on the horizontal, let it be 15 pixels. That's what I want to achieve. So you can see that we've achieved something more tangible. If I make this 35 pixels, you will see the outcome more. As you can see, it's shifting more in. Hello, do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just zooming. Let me zoom in my code, my UI. If you're not really seeing the outcome, let me take about 15 pixels. All right. And leave it there for now. So this is how an navbar usually appears. I have 1 minute left. Now let me make this look like what you're used to. It's already looking like it anyway. Let me just give a space around it. Let me say margin. Vertical margin 0, horizontal margin 10 pixels. All right, that's that. I just give space between this, and then let me change the color. Dot nav items, nav hyphen items, A, meaning all the A nav items. Please, what's our this thing again? Color palette. We're using this. So
That's
let's pick any question. Our time will be up. We'll join again.
I said that you asked the color. Said Asana was using.
Yeah. So I've changed this. The meeting was soon. Once you can join again. Okay. Next thing I'm going to focus on is this. I'll show you how to make this look like the login buttons you used to see and the sign up button you used to see. You know, that should be in the next video. So let me just